Would you please rise and join me in the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you wish to speak to the board, please come to the podium and state your name and address. Okay, thank you. There will be.
I'm sorry. I don't think we're on the agenda.
At the end. You would do it at the end.
Oh, at the end?
Yes.
Okay.
There will be another opportunity at the end for anything that's not on tonight's agenda. Thank you. I will move for the approval of resolution number 16, the approval of minutes of the regular meeting held July 23rd and the committee of the whole meeting held August 13th as recorded. Second. It's been moved and seconded. We approve resolution number 16. Any questions, discussion, comments? All those in favor then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously. Solicitors report, Mr. Nagel.
No report.
Thank you, Mr. Nagel. Legislative report, Dr. Laughlin.
I would just like to point out that the new Pennsylvania budget increased $1,000 per prisoner or per parolees compared to $10 per public school student. So 100 less for students, 100 times less for students.
Wow.
Budget.
$1,000 per prisoner, but $10 per student.
Yes.
Yeah, if they put that 1,000 into the students, then we have less prisoners.
Pardon me?
If we put 1,000 into the students, maybe we'd have less prisoners.
Good comment. Great.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Dr. Laughlin. Education and planning, I will move for adoption of resolution number 17 to approve the ECAT Academy memorandum of understanding between the GLSD and the GLEA for the 2013-2014 school year.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We approve resolution number 17. Any questions, comments, discussion? All those in favor then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously. And I will move for adoption of resolution number.
There's an 8. It's the news story agreement.
Sorry about that. I move for adoption of resolution number 18 to approve revision to the news story agreement for the 2013-2014 school year.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt resolution number 18. Questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously. I will bundle resolutions number 19 and 20. Number 19 being the approval of dietetic interns for the fall semester to work with Ms. Jillian Malloy. They are named there, Shannon Powell and Lindsay Hostetler. And resolution number 20 is to accept a tuition student for the 2013-2014 school year, 11th grader from Ligonier Valley, Ariana Palmer. I move for adoption of resolutions number 19 and 20.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolutions number 19 and 20. Any questions, discussion, or comments on the motion? Motion for two resolutions. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? It does pass unanimously. And that ends my report, and then we'll turn it over to Mrs. Elder for finance.
Yes, I'd like to put together resolution number 21 and resolution number 22 for the support of the general fund, capital projects, food service, trust agency, foundation, student activity funds, and the payment of bills, and move for adoption of both.
It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolutions number 21, 22. 21 and 22. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
And I'd like to move for adoption of resolution number 23 to accept the grants. There are two categories. The first is the United Way Transition Plan Grant of $2,000. And then the McFeely Rogers grants, of which there are 5. I move for adoption of that item.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 23. Any questions, discussion, or comments?
There's a lot of money here from the filler hours. And many of them are 2 of 3. So, maybe.
And over the years, the amount of money and the enrichment that it provides. You've all heard my story about the very first school board meeting in Latrobe I ever attended. The band had asked for a silver piccolo, and the board said, well, we can't afford it. I came back 2 months later, and the board was acting on a grant from McFeely Rogers to provide a silver piccolo. That was long before I was on the board. Amazing.
And you owe them a lot of gratitude for the things that they provided over the years to enrich the students' lives. It's been moved and seconded. We accept resolution number 23. Any questions, discussion, or comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
And the next resolution regarding the budgetary transfers, which there's a lengthy handout. I'll move for adoption of that resolution.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 24, budgetary transfers. Any questions, discussion, or comment? All those in favor, then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That also passes unanimously.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mrs. Elder. And we'll move to property and supply, Mrs. Kozar.
Thank you, Mrs. Miggs. There's a handout with the athletic and wellness project update. If you look through there, there's some really good pictures of what's happening in the field, and it's really coming along. It's pretty amazing. And then I would like to move to the adoption of resolution number 25, the awarding bids for the winter sports equipment and supplies as listed.
Second. Did I hear a second? Yeah. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 25. Any questions? Discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously also. Thank you, Mrs. Kozar.
May I interject?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Kurt, Mr. Thomas would like to say a few words about the report that he's submitted. We need to interrupt you, Mrs. Kozar.
I surely can.
Progress has been steady. Summer's been very busy. There's a lot to do prior to the start of school, which is next Monday. If you notice, your athletic field is complete, minus some punch-out list items, but you are able to utilize your field. Track, if you notice, you're actually out there working as we speak. To wrap that up here within the next couple of weeks. Again, it's been steady and a little slow at times. We've had a couple of events that we've kind of worked through as a district and as a project team. We kind of get through that. If you've seen Channel 4 News, they did a story on job thefts. We've gotten through that. But things are progressing very well. No surprises, no outstanding change orders, standard billing. On the report, the progress images show quite a bit of progress. As we keep moving forward, it's going to get a lot more busy as we get down to the big deadline, which is the end of the year. Big steps, you'll see steel trusses come in here in the next couple of weeks, and a roof going on. So out of the dirt, walls are going up, things are progressing well. Again, no surprises. Worked through some of the kind of hiccups through the way. All in all, I'm very happy with the progress. We go a little faster, but that's just me. So we're moving right along. If there's any questions or comments, as always. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Student activities, recreation, Dr. Walton.
Yeah, Friday's home opening football game, which is August 30th next week, is against Gateway, and it will also be senior night for football, cheerleading, and band. And it will be the first time that we're doing all the senior nights together, and I think that's a really positive direction.
Thank you. Dr. Zorch is not with us this evening, so I will move for adoption of resolution number 26. It's to approve a memorandum of understanding between the Pennsylvania State Police and the GLSD. Second. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 26. Any questions, comments? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously. And I will move for adoption of resolution number 27 to approve memorandum of understanding between the City of Latrobe Police Department and the GLSD.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 27. Any questions? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously also. And that ends Dr. Zorch's report. Westmoreland Intermediate Unit, I will move for adoption of resolution number 28 to authorize utilization of the Westmoreland Intermediate Unit access billing services for the 2013-2014 school year. Second. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 28. Questions, discussion? All those in favor, then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously. And that is the report for the intermediate unit, and we'll go to EWCTC Joint Operating Committee. Mrs. Kozar.
Yes, no report, we don't need a format.
And board policy PSB liaison, Mrs. Elder.
Yes, last week we talked about whether or not anybody else was registering for the conference. Mrs. Langer, can you tell me whether anyone is registered for the conference? So it seems that we will have no representatives at the legislative policy council.
Thank you, Mrs. Elder.
It's getting rather late, so
Yes.
You need to know
I
yesterday,
need to know, like,
tomorrow.
there was a deadline. I'm not sure, just want to get it, but I'm sure it's in the laws.
Okay, so if you are considering attending that conference, please let Mrs. Lager know as soon as possible. Transportation, Dr. Moffat.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of resolution number 29, which is to approve the 2013-2014 school bus and van drivers as listed by DMJ Transportation and A.J. Myers and Sons.
It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 29. Any questions, comments, or discussion on the motion? Hearing Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That also passes unanimously.
And I believe we have a transportation meeting tomorrow, 3 p.m.
September 11th.
Good. September 11th?
Yeah, we moved it to the 11th to get a week of school in, and then avoid Labor Day week. And then assess where we're at.
I stand corrected. The next transportation meeting will be September 11th.
Same, yeah, 3 o'clock in the high school.
Same place?
Yep.
Okay, so there's only a limited number of seats to get there. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Dr. Malka. Technology, Mr. Palmer.
No report this evening, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Palmer. Superintendent's recommendations, Mrs. Swager.
I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 30, which is the resignations listed. There are a total of 10. You want to take some time to look at all of them. All of them were on the agenda at the committee of the whole, or were discussed at the committee of the whole. However, there were 2 additional, one teacher at LES and Richard Shaheen as the girls' head softball coach.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded, we adopt that resolution.
It's resolution number 30.
It's 30.
Oh, 30, sorry.
Yes,
I moved to
30. Any questions or discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 31, which is the professional personnel appointments. This is Emily Wood. She is being recommended as a 5th grade teacher at Bagley Elementary School at Step 1 Bachelor's at $44,257, and her certification is obviously elementary K-6.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded, we adopt resolution number 31. Any questions or discussion on the motion?
And she raised her hand, so we appreciate it.
I was going to recognize her after she's approved.
Well, then that's.
We just wanted to torture you.
Hi, Emily. Nice to meet you. Okay, it's been moved and seconded. No questions or discussion. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Congratulations.
And I'd like to recognize Emily. Emily is in the audience. Would like to stand up, Emily. Emily is the newest addition to the Greater Latrobe School District teacher family. She is a graduate of Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and she actually completed an AmeriCorps volunteer, not necessarily volunteer in that word, but that's what they call it, service last year here at Greater Latrobe. So congratulations. Moving on, I'd ask the board to approve resolution number 32, which is the professional personnel appointments substitute teachers. And I would ask that you add one name to the list of substitutes, and that is Melissa Aaron, A-A-R-O-N. Her certification is mathematics 7 through 12. It's quite a long list. It's about 30 names or so on there.
So moved. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 32. Any questions or discussion, comments on the motion? All those in favor then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 33, which is the support personnel appointments classified. And again, these are classroom assistants, in-school suspension supervisor, as well as some coaching positions. There is co-teacher leaders in junior high school social studies, Jory Marker and Matt Major. So as you peruse that list, it does encompass quite a list there.
I will move for adoption of resolution number 33. Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 33. Any questions or discussion on the motion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
And I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 34, which is the support personnel appointments. These are personal care assistants. These are people who are hired who provide individual support for students within the district.
Second. We'll take it. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 34. Any questions or discussion on the motion?
Nobody says the second has to be second.
I never heard that. All those in favor then of adopting resolution number 34, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Passes unanimously.
I'd ask the board to move on resolution number 35, which is the security police to be used by the district for the school year 2013-14.
So moved.
I hear a second. Second. Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 35. Any questions or discussion?
Yeah, is this the same number that we had last year, and are these the same people?
There are a few changes, Mark. You can reference which are the new people.
There's one new person, Brian Walker. The rest of them have been here for several years.
And this is the same number?
Well, there's one, we lost 2 and added 1, so we're down 1. We'll be okay.
Okay.
There's enough here. They assured me they have the schedules for football and stuff. They'll have at least a working game. They're fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor then of adopting resolution number 35, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That also passes unanimously.
And I'd ask the board to approve resolution number 36, which is the professional substitute teaching rate for 2013-14. As I referenced last week, this is not a change from the 2012-13 school year.
So moved.
Thank you. Second. Moved and seconded. We adopt resolution number 36. Any questions or discussion? All those in favor then please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? That passes unanimously.
And under other business, we would like to share with you a video. Our administrative team retreat created 3 videos, giving them the assignment of either doing a commercial or a little news promo. We had 3 teams made up of 5 administrators on each team, and they were all very good, in fact, excellent. However, there was a winner, and tomorrow is our first day for staff back at the district, and we are going to show the winner tomorrow. So we thought that we'd also share this with you. This team was made up of Jessica Golden, Becky Pellis, Matt Shivitz, Jeff Engel, and Ken Bilslegel. And I would reference that he might have been the weak link, but I say that in jest. It's a very short video, and the assignment really was to look at what we do here at the district. And we talk about the arts, academics, and athletics all the time, and being a 21st century, hopefully global classrooms that we promote. So this was the image of that by one group here at Briggs.
Why don't you start with this?
I'm not sure. I don't want to take up the time to do all 3. I'll show the other 2 as we go forward in the year, but this was the winning. And they got a candy bar bigger than the other candy bars.
Greater Latrobe School District continues the tradition of excellence.
Academics. 21st century learning.
Greater Latrobe School District brings to life the global classroom of the 21st century. Clearly addressing the city's student career investment as opposed to traditional teacher
videos that were done were also very good, and I'm certain that we'll have a time to share those with you as well. And amongst all of the other things they did to get ready for the beginning of the school year, which is tomorrow, they worked as a team and came up with some really great ideas. So thank you to the administrative team.
Will that be put on their website?
We will do that. We're trying to work on the sound, and we did it over, and it's still the, I'm not sure if Chris Jess, I don't know if it's the microphone.
We might need to actually do it with a lapel microphone, and we're doing it all with like an iPhone, so.
Yeah. An iPhone. But no, all three were very, very good. So I wanted to share that with you. So if anyone is available tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, we're here. Mrs. Elder is going to give the welcome from the board, but certainly everyone is welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. That was interesting. Very well done. Okay, any other business to come before the board this evening? Yeah, it wasn't, we're still in the business. Does anyone else have anything to bring up this evening? Okay, now it's time for hearing of visitors part 2. If anyone wishes to address the board on any topic, please approach the podium and give us your name and address.
Hi, Cindy Chestori, and this is my husband Pete. And we're at 3221 Ridgeway Drive in Greensburg, in Charter Oak. We're here tonight actually on behalf of my niece Sarah. Sarah has lived with us for the past year. Her dad's never been in her life. Her mom has a history of battling addiction for Sarah's entire life. And in the last year or so has also been battling homelessness. So Sarah moved in with us a year ago. Prior to moving in with us, she attended Southmoreland High School, where she used to be a senior this year. They bused her last year and allowed her to go there based on the McKinney-Vento Act, which declared her homeless. Apparently, that homeless status is only good for 1 year. Nobody told us that. So I called Southmoreland yesterday to get her bus schedule, and they called me back and said, well, not only will we not be busing her, but she cannot come to school here unless you pay the $6,000 tuition, which we don't have. This young lady has come a very long way, and she's been through an awful lot in her life. Yet she has managed not only to get herself to school, but to excel. She has never had as much as a dirty look from a teacher, and she carries a 4.5 GPA. Sarah's going to be a senior this year. She's to start school on Monday, and they waited till yesterday to pull the rug out from under us and say, "We're sorry. Somebody dropped the ball. We're sorry, but we can't change it." I have a friend who is involved in the child advocacy program, and I was told that there is a possibility that because we live in Unity Township and pay taxes to Latrobe School District, that Latrobe might pay those tax dollars to Southmoreland for 1 year to pay the tuition so that Sarah could attend there. And we would just be responsible for her transportation, which we would be willing to do. So I'm here tonight, and I apologize for the emotion. It's been a rough couple of days. But I'm here tonight to make a formal request to you to do that. I don't even know if this board is the right venue, and if it's not, I apologize. We just happened to come upon the schedule that there was a school board hearing tonight and thought, that can't be by chance. We've got to take the opportunity. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, I'd just like to add one thing. Sure. The traumatic childhood that Sarah's been through, there's been a long family line of dysfunction that Hollywood at its hardest could not even come close to. Sarah, she's the last link in that chain. Folks,
She said today that she is hurt and bothered that nobody cares. I said, Sarah, that's not it at all. I said, there's parameters that districts and schools and whatnot, they have to operate. I said, but there's always chances for exceptions or whatever you might want to call it.
Have you spoken to any administrators at Greater Latrobe yet, or is this your first?
No, today I called the business manager. I even think I talked to Ms. Lazar briefly to find out what avenues to take. When I spoke to the business manager, he said there was absolutely no way. So we let it go with that. And we have talked to different, called ARC, to see if they had any input or suggestions. And there was one other, it was a mental health number, and they forwarded a copy of the act that defines homelessness. And that's it, you guys are it.
One of the, I mean, obviously, the option that Greater Latrobe could look at, if she's a resident with you in our district, is attendance here, but we can't, or normally can't, engage in having someone live here and then send them there. That's really up to that school district. But
Well, they would take her if the funds were there.
well, I understand, but you know, that's not something that one school district normally would do, except for very special programs like ag programs or things like that that aren't offered in our district but are offered there. But it doesn't sound like that. We can talk to you folks privately so that you have a little more privacy about it and see what avenues we can look at. But it is limited by the laws that we all work under.
If you could stay up for it.
Yeah.
Get your name on phone number.
Sure. Thank you for coming.
Anyone else wish to address the board this evening?
See, that's a gig that we should be trying to help some. We're paying for all this, the charter school crap, writing checks to that. And, you know, here's people that are in need, that are in our district. But we'll set up the PA charter, PA silo, and bargain $75.